The work that you do, I was just curious about the scheduling of it because obviously you've got your family life, you've got work life, and then are the hours always consistent or?
So no, they're very up and down. I share custody with my daughter. So one week I will do night shifts and the next week I will do day shifts. So it is quite hard on the body clock, I guess, but we learn to make it work, don't we?
Oh wow. And so like how long would a shift be? That's at least 5 hours or more, right?
Yeah, so a basic shift would be 5 hours, up to 14 maybe if you're having a very, very busy night on a double as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much just goes with the territory, right? Like, do they expect you to just go along with that? Or is it sort of like, do they offer it and say, oh, look, you can stay longer if you want to? Obviously there's limited staff and you just got to probably do it. But yeah, is it the type of thing where you could just say, look, I can work 8 hours and then I got to go back?
Absolutely. So your rostered time, say, be 12 till 8. If there's still customers, around at 8 where the other bartender's not going to be able to cover them all by themselves, they will ask. But I do have the opportunity to go home because that is my rostered shift.
Yeah.
But me personally I wouldn't leave my teammates, I guess, in the deep. So it is, very daunting being the only bartender with a busy restaurant.
Yeah, and I was just actually kind of feeling that like that would be quite stressful.
Absolutely. And, you've got everyone's looking over the bar at you, making sure you're doing everything right. And people do get very fussy at the end of the night after a few drinks. So, yeah, we're all pretty good like that. No one will leave anyone in the deep end.
Geez, so how do you, like, just thinking through the personal strengths that you'd have to have for that, like, how do you cope with that situation?
Just resilience, I guess. And you really need to learn to be relaxed in an environment like that. If you start getting stressed out, you're going to break a glass. That's going to take you 10 minutes to clean up. You're 10 minutes behind. You were already 10 minutes behind. So yeah, just not getting overwhelmed, really. Just realizing that you've got to take it one step at a time and not getting stressed.
Yeah, nice.
Which is hard.
Amazing. Yeah. So it's definitely you're full on. It's one of those roles where you have to be on, right? Like you can't just be. You're in the public eye, right? So you're constantly serving, and there's not a lot of downtime, right?
No, not at all. But there's always something to do in a bar. Absolutely. Even if it's got into that half an hour of the day where everyone's left and we're waiting for the next people to come in. There's cleaning, there's restocking, there's lots of heavy lifting. Yeah. It is. There's always something to be doing. So yeah, there's no I guess tuning out for a little bit at work.
Yeah, wow. So you get a day off once in a while?
Once in a while, absolutely. I get 2 days off a week, which I'm very lucky for.
That's good.
Yeah. But a lot of places, yeah, you could work 10 days in a row without a day off, which is very difficult being on your feet for that long.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Is there anything that makes a difference? Like, I don't know, good shoes or yoga or meditation or just something to keep the balance? Obviously, 10 days in a row working.
You need good shoes, absolutely. If you do not have good shoes in a bar, you're firstly going to slip over, and secondly, your back is going to be ruined in maybe 2 or 3 days of standing on your feet. And I think you can end up doing, 30,000 steps a day. So,
well, yeah. Is that good? That seems good for health, though. Yeah. What do they say? 10,000 steps or 10,000? Yeah, steps.
On average, yeah.
So 10,000 is good. If you're doing 30, that's like...
Yeah.
Geez, so do you go to the gym as well?
Occasionally, maybe once every few weeks. With obviously a night shift, day shift, it is very hard to get into a routine of being able to fit in physical activity. But
yeah, wow.
As you said, it's good that I guess I've got a job where I'm getting fit whilst working at the same time, really.
Yeah, well, it's all that thing about just being having different shifts, like meal times. Like your body must be constantly like, what day is it? I don't know. I'm guessing.
Absolutely.
But
it's yeah. So I don't know. After say a 10-hour shift, coming home at 12 o'clock at night, and then eating, I don't know, a heavy meal probably isn't very good for your body at that time of the night, and then the next week switching back to say waking up earlier, and then you're not hungry, you're waking up through the night. But yeah, it's difficult, but it is sustainable though. So yeah. It is something that I think you learn after time to work around, and there's little, nicks and knacks to get by working in hospitality.